Assalamu alaikum brothers and sisters, I hope you're well. The issue of women's clothing choices and the cultural, social and legal restrictions imposed on them is complex and multifaceted. As people progress more and more in science and technology, entertainment and infrastructure, their thinking becomes more and more constricted when it comes what women should wear and what not. Especially the entertainment and modeling industries are trying to shape thinking of the youth regarding for what is acceptable for women to wear in today's world. Little do they know that the main aim of these industries is not only to promote modernization but also turn society into the one that transgresses against the laws of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Zaira Wasim, a former Bollywood actress, recently expressed her belief that it is entirely her decision whether to remove her niqab while eating. She responded to a tweet from one of her followers that featured an image of a woman wearing a niqab, eating with her hand and her face fully covered. While most of her Twitter followers showed their support for her viewpoint, a few individuals showed severe backlash to the post, expressing how this can even be a matter of choice for any human being. Why is it when a woman wears anything indecent that does not even cover 30% of her body, it is found acceptable by society, and she is even considered modern and educated? No one can object to her indecent clothing as she is exercising her freedom of choice. But when any other woman chooses to cover herself with burqa or hijab, or chooses to attend a wedding wearing a niqab, then she is labeled as uneducated and not human being at all. So if wearing clothes or covering oneself means not being a human, what about not wearing clothes? Isn't the one who is barely covered more like a human, or someone who resembles an animal, as animals are the ones who remain unclothed? What Zaira or any other girl who practices the niqab or burqa is that they are obeying the laws of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Brothers and sisters, when one is in love with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that person never wants to go against any law or rule by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, just because they know that each and every command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is indeed something that is for the benefit of mankind. It doesn't matter whether or not one is unable to understand it or whether it goes according to modern standards or not. The only thing that matters is that it is a command from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the Most High, and that is enough. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, O Prophet, tell the wives and daughters and the believing women that they should cast their outer garments over their persons when they abroad. That is most convenient, that they should be known as such and not molested. And Allah is oft forgiving, most merciful. Brothers and sisters, when this verse on hijab was revealed, all the believing women started practicing it without a question. Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha used to say, when the verse they should draw their veils over their necks and bosoms was revealed, the ladies cut their waist sheets at the edges and covered their faces with the cut pieces. Subhanallah, brothers and sisters, the ones who are not obeying the commands of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala are in fact obeying the society. It's better for us to obey the Lord of the worlds than the temporary society norms. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give guidance to us and our sisters. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keep the practicing sisters steadfast in their actions. Ameen. That's it for today, brothers and sisters. I hope you liked the video. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. We would love to hear from you. Hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, share this video with your family and friends. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum.